The beloved Buddies event is next up in Pokemon Go, and it features a brand new Pokemon and the opportunity to get a lot of Stardust, but not in the usual way. In this video, I will be going through everything the event has to offer, and the best tips to make sure you get the most out of it. So the event runs from February 11th at 10 AM until the 15th at 8 PM local time. But what exactly does this event have to offer, and is it worth playing? So for the bonuses, you will get 2x catch XP, lure modules will be lasting for an hour, and they'll be attracting different Pokemon than usual. Those being Diglett, Slowpoke, Shelder, Dunsparce, Cutiefly, and Fomantis. But the best part about this is that they will be giving you an extra 500 Stardust when caught, meaning that they will give 600 Stardust per catch apart from Shelder. You see, for Shelder, it is a Stardust boosted Pokemon that already gives 1000 Stardust per catch, so it will actually give 1500 Stardust during the event, and that's before adding a rainy weather boost and a star piece. And the good thing is Shelder will be a common spawn during this event alongside both Nidoran, Diglett, Slowpoke, Dunsparce, Remoraid, Mantine, Plusle, Minun, Volbeat, Illumise, Cutiefly, and Fomantis. And out of these, Diglett and Dunsparce will have boosted shiny rates. For the raids, in 1-star raids will be Shelder, Dwebble, and Skrelp will have a boosted shiny rate as well. In 3-star raids will be Slowbro, Hippowdon, and the new Dhelmise, which unfortunately can only be obtained from 3-star raids during the event. In 5-star raids will be Enamorus in its incarnate form, and Mega Tyranitar will be in Mega raids. And in max battles will be Max Machop, Cryogonal, Scorbunny, Squovet, and Phalanx up until the 17th, and then it'll be Max Machop, Pidove, Grookey, and Phalanx. From field research, you will be able to get Stardust and encounters with Tandemaus. There will be collection challenges rewarding Stardust and Great Balls, and there'll be Pokestop showcases available. And for the more difficult raid bosses, I will be getting into some counters for them later on. But first, how good are the event Pokemon and which are most worth focusing on? So as I've mentioned before, Shelder is well worth catching whenever you see it for the Stardust, but remember Diglett, Slowpoke, Dunsparce, Cutiefly, and Fomantis will all also be giving extra Stardust, so they have more value as well. And out of these, Dunsparce is a really useful encounter because it actually is one of the best Pokemon in the Great League at the moment at rank 12 with 0, 14, 12 IVs. So definitely a good time to pick this up with some PvP IVs as well, because it will be in the wild where there is no IV floor. And it will have a shiny boost during this event, and it does have an evolution to Dunsparce coming to the game at some point in the future, so you might want some candies for that evolution. Diglett doesn't have any meta relevance, but like Dunsparce, it does have a shiny boost, so a good chance to get the shiny if you haven't got it yet. Fomantis doesn't have a lot of relevance either, but its evolution Lurantis does see some play in the Great League where it's ranked 144 with 0, 15, 15 IVs, and in the Love Cup that will be running during the event, it is ranked 28 with 0, 15, 15 IVs as well. Now out of the two Nidoran, it is the female version that has the most meta relevance because Nidoqueen is ranked 51 in the Ultra League with 0, 14, 15 IVs. Slowpoke and its evolutions don't normally have much relevance, but in the Love Cup, Slowbro is ranked 42 with 0, 13, 15 IVs, and the Galarian version of Slowbro is very strong in this cup, where it is ranked 3 with 0, 14, 11 IVs. Slowking is also ranked 40 in the Love Cup, so not a bad option there as well. Worth noting though that all of these do want Legacy Move Surf to be at their best. For the raids, we do have Dwebble, and whilst it's not normally relevant, Crustle does see some play in the Love Cup, where it's ranked 21 with 0, 13, 13 IVs. So really, getting a Dwebble from raids isn't ideal with the IV floor, but it could still be a good short-term Pokemon to use whilst this cup is active, even if the IVs are less than perfect. We do also have Skrelp in 1-star raids, and Dragalge is ranked 48 in the Ultra League with 1, 15, 15 IVs, and Skrelp does have a boosted shiny rate during the event. Again, with the 10, 10, 10 IV floor, mirror trading with a low friendship level friend would benefit this Pokemon for Ultra League. We also have Hippowdon in 3-star raids, which is relevant in the Ultra League at rank 60 with 0, 14, 15 IVs, and it is ranked 76 in the Master League as well, so generally with the IV floor from raids, a Master League Hippowdon would be a better target as you would want 15, 15 IVs for Master League because it has no CP cap. For the new Pokemon Dhelmise, it does have a max CP of 3,335, attack of 233, defense of 179, and stamina of 172. It's not really going to be much of a raid attacker, and for Go Battle League, it most likely won't see a lot of play with its current moveset. However, if it does get move updates in the future and it gets access to its signature move Anchor Shot, for example, its performance could be better. Enamorus will be in 5-star raids for the first time, so it will be remote raidable this time. So a good chance to get on for the decks if you didn't get one last year, and it is actually a meta relevant Pokemon. It's the 4th best fairy type attacker with Fairy Wind and Dazzling Gleam, and it's ranked 41 in the Master League. However, there are some better fairy types like Florges which do rank higher and are easier to get for Master League. And for Mega Tyranitar, it is the best dark type attacker with moveset, bite and brutal swing, and it doubles up as the second best rock type attacker with Smackdown and Stone Edge. Smackdown, however, is a legacy move, so it would require an elite fast TM to get. For the max battle Pokemon, Max Machop is worth it for now because currently it's the best fighting type max Pokemon we've got in the game, but worth noting that Machamp does have a Gigantamax form coming in the future, so worth saving candy for that. But if you aren't likely to be able to get the G-Max version because you don't have enough people to do it with, then it is worth getting Dynamax Machamp and investing in it. Max Scorbunny is generally worth battling to get more candy and Candy XL for Gigantamax Cinderace, which will be coming in the future, and it will be a very strong fire type, and upgrading max moves are quite costly in terms of candy, so always worth catching and battling Scorbunny when you can, and leaving some Scorbunny at power spots will also help with this candy gain. Max Grookey is the same, but Max Rillaboom actually has some relevance itself. Other than G-Max Venusaur, Max Rillaboom is the best grass type attacker for max battles, so a decent one to get, and it is more budget friendly than Gigantamax Venusaur. Rillaboom is also the 13th best grass type attacker outside of max battles, and it will be even better when it gets access to Frenzy Plant in the future. And when you have decided on which Pokemon you want to focus on during this event, you will want Candy and Stardust to power them up. And I will be going through how to maximize these resources in a moment, but in case you haven't seen my counter guides for Enamorus and Mega Tyranitar, here are the best ways to take them down. For Enamorus, it has a raid TP of 48,230 and the 100% IVs on 1957 and 2447 boosted in cloudy and windy weather. It's a fairy and flying type, so it is weak to poison, rock, steel, electric and ice type attacks. The best counters are Duskmane Necrozma, Shadow Metagross, Shadow Raikou, Mega Gengar, Shadow Magnezone, Mega Diancie, Mega Manectric, Metagross, Xurkitree and Shadow Electivire. For budget options, I would recommend Metagross, Magnezone, Electivire, Rhyperior, Tyrantrum and Excadrill. This raid can be done with 2 if you have the best counters at high levels, but definitely worth taking another to be safe, and remember to party up to use party power to make it easier. For Mega Tyranitar, it has a raid TP of 52,433 and the 100% IVs for Tyranitar from these raids are 2191 and 2739, boosted in foggy and partly cloudy weather. It is a rock and dark type, therefore it is weak to ground, bug, steel, water, grass, fairy, and it does have a double weakness to fighting type attacks, so definitely worth using those fighting types. The best counters are Mega Lucario, Terrakion, Mega Blaziken, Keldeo, Shadow Conkeldurr, Mega Heracross, Lucario, Shadow Machamp, Shadow Hariyama, and Mega Gallade. For budget options, I would recommend Lucario, Conkeldurr, Machamp, Hariyama, Breloom, Sirfetch'd and Blaziken. This raid can actually be soloed with the best counters at high levels, so definitely a good one to use your daily free raid passes on. And with that said, how can you maximize on Candy and Stardust during this event? So you can always use peanut berries to boost your candy gains when catching them, and you can mega evolve a Pokemon that shares a type with the Pokemon you're catching to get more candy, Candy XL and XP per catch. And for this event, it does feature quite a lot of water type Pokemon, so I would recommend mega evolving a water type, and there is one of these that will be better than the rest. So you could mega evolve Blastoise, Slowbro, Gyarados, Swampert, or you could revert Kyogre. And it is Primal Kyogre that will be the best here because it does give bonuses for not only water but for bug and electric too, so it will be able to cover the most amount of Pokemon during this event. Alternatively, if you did want some candy for Dunsparce being one of the more meta relevant Pokemon featuring in this event, then you could mega evolve a normal type like Lopunny, Kangaskhan or Pidgeot. And remember to mega evolve one of these that is at the max mega level to get more candy, XP and chance for Candy XL. With that being said though, you can also get some extra candy through trading. If you trade 2 Pokemon that were caught less than 10 kilometers away from each other, then you would just get 1 candy and a 10% chance for Candy XL. But if you increase the distance between them above 10 kilometers, you would get 2 candy and a 25% chance of receiving Candy XL. And over 100 kilometer distance between them, you would get 3 candy and a guaranteed XL candy. Now for Stardust, as I've mentioned before, catching these Pokemon will give you boosted Stardust, and they will all be common spawns for the event, and spawning via lure modules as well. And with Shelder in particular, it is a good event to be using star pieces when you're out and about, because when you think about it, getting 500 extra Stardust for catching these is like having a 6 times catch Stardust bonus for the Pokemon that normally give you 100 Stardust per catch. And it's like a 15 times catch Stardust bonus if you compare Shelder to a regular Pokemon during this event. And with a star piece, this will be further improved, so honestly it is a really good event for grinding Stardust. And for that reason, and with the fact that lure modules are lasting for an hour, it is a good time to be using your lure modules, although they do have even more value on community day where they last for 3 hours, so if you don't have many lure modules then I would hold on to them for that. And not only that, but the 2x catch XP bonus you get will get you over 4,000 XP per catch if you land an excellent throw and you use a lucky egg. So with that and the Stardust boost, it's a good time to be out grinding Pokemon catches during this event. Showcases are also a good option if you want a little bit of extra Stardust and XP, because you will get that just for taking part. And if you win, you can get premium items like star pieces and lucky eggs, which will help you out with future Stardust and XP grinds. And entering showcases will of course help you with your showcase star platinum medal if you manage to win. And winning will be a lot easier in rural areas where there is less competition. And if you are putting lure modules down during this event, it will help you with your platinum picnicker medal. And also remember, you do have 2 free raid passes per day this season, and with Mega Tyranitar being such a strong Pokemon and being soloable, it's a good time to use these passes to help progress your Platinum Rising Star, Champion and Battle Legend medals. And if you enjoyed this video, then I recommend checking out these videos on the screen now, and I'll catch you in the next one.